There it goes. Oh, we're live now.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Ashley with a special guest, Sweet Pea. She's my guest host. And today we are going to be talking to Sara from Project White Butterfly. Sara, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm great. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you for coming on. It's been a long time. We've been trying to get you on, and finally you're here.
I know. I was talking to somebody the other day, and I think you started asking me to do Thrive Live like last summer, at the beginning of the summer when you started doing this.
Yeah, it's just, it all works out in its time, right?
Right.
So I wanted to start with just tell us about yourself for people who don't know you.
All right. Well, I am a person in, I guess you would call long-term recovery now because it's over 5 years. I've been sober since October 7th, 2015. And I'm a mom. I have a 3.5-year-old son. I just transferred over from the nanny field, which I was a nanny for over 12 years. Just switched over to that into the recovery field. So that's been super exciting for me. Grew up like in the suburbs of Cleveland, had, a great upbringing and everything. But somehow my path led me onto a road of addiction, which, living through that has brought me to a world of recovery. And so this is where I have found my work and my passion now. And it's really, I'm full of gratitude all the time. It's amazing how things work out.
It is, right? Can
Yeah.
you tell us about Project White Butterfly? How did that get started?
So Project White Butterfly, sorry, my phone just keeps tilting and I'm trying to hold it so it doesn't keep moving. Project White Butterfly is a nonprofit that I started in August of 2019. And it started one night when a few of my friends and I think there had been like a series of 3 or 4 funerals for our friends. And one of those deaths had been my brother-in-law, who died from an overdose. And we were just really tired of just burying people and going to funerals. And that's where we saw each other. Like, that was our social events that summer, basically. It was terrible. The summer of 2019 was terrible. No, it was the summer before that Justin had passed away. But so yeah, in 2019, we like had this night and we were just like, we wanted to do something proactive. We didn't know what we could do. So I was like, why don't we just like go out and hang up these little notes and messages around the city in places where we know people are using, stick some numbers for detox in there, and like just have that be kind of our good deed, to try to help people. So we went out and did that. And one of my friends said, she's like, I think other people might like to do this. So I was like, okay. So we decided to make a Facebook page. And within like a month, we had, I think, 2,500 followers or something, which was crazy. And people were asking how they could get involved and they wanted to help. And, there's just something about, a genuine concern for people and wanting to help people that attracts people who need an outlet for things like that. We quickly found that family members of people with addiction like to get involved because it's an outlet for them to feel like they're helping, even if they can't help their specific person. So we just, things just started rolling like so quickly. In 2019, we started in August, like I said. By October, like I had a clip on Channel 19 News, like a local news station, about what we do, and people were wanting to get involved. And so things just kind of started evolving. And I really just let the community kind of lead this. I have been the feet behind it, but when someone says, hey, you should come to this event, I try to show up. Hey, you should, look into this avenue of doing outreach, I try to show up there. And, it's confirmation for me that things keep snowballing. I say snowballing because it's really what has happened. It's confirmation for me that this is what I'm supposed to be doing because there is such a need for it. And so where we are today is we are a nonprofit organization working in partnership with the Woodrow Project. We try to reach individuals directly in the community by leaving some cards out in the neighborhood. We leave them in random places in the neighborhood, in fast food restaurant restrooms, on bus stops, telephone poles, so that people can just find them randomly, like throughout their day as they're going through, life. And all of these cards have a handwritten message inside of them, which we are hoping and praying that these messages are just a reminder to people who are feeling lost and forgotten and hopeless that there are people out there who care. Also inside these cards, we have a couple phone numbers that they can reach out and call. And then when people reach out to us, we do our best to connect them with whatever resources they need, whether they want to go to detox and they're ready to do that, or whether they're looking for harm reduction, just, until they get to that place where they're more comfortable and ready to move into recovery. Things are ever evolving for us. It's been a journey, but where Project White Butterfly is today is, like I said, has absolutely happened because of the community and the support that we have. And it's just, I'm the feet behind it, trying to just help people out of addiction. Like, I was there. I know those feelings. I know how hopeless and dark and small the world feels when we're in active use. And I just want to remind people, like, we're here, you're not forgotten. There's tons of people who care out here. So, just connecting with those people and helping them take the initial steps into recovery is our main goal right now.
Yeah, the community has been so receptive of Project White Butterfly. You actually had to start a Facebook group for that, right?
Yes. So that's another huge part of Project White Butterfly. We have a Facebook group. Aside from like our business page, we have a Facebook group. It's a private group called Butterfly Support. And that has become just like a network for people in recovery, looking for resources, advertising for meetings that have been available, which has been super helpful during COVID. People are just like looking for Zoom meetings and all of that. So people just post up information in that group. Individuals might say, hey, I'm looking for detox. I have this insurance. Where can I go? And like, boom, 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 boom. There's 15, 20, 30 comments on these posts. And I feel like people are receptive to that because it feels a little more anonymous than picking up the phone and, saying, hey, I need help, and talking directly to someone. But it's a way for them to still get the resources that they need. So, it has definitely turned into something huge. I think in Butterfly Support, we have over 3,500 members, if I'm correct, the last time I checked. So, and there are people from all walks of life. There are people in recovery, people in active use, treatment centers post information about their services on there, all kinds of stuff. So it's really become a hub for people and a resource that they can utilize.
Yeah, and it is totally different when you reach out and call someone and just compare that to what you get from the group support. You're getting, people's lived experience, what it was like for them, how, their own reviews and what they thought of, whatever facility or place. And there's just so much good advice that you can't put a price on that, people with that lived experience helping other people in that position.
Absolutely.
I will definitely put a link to that group in the notes.
Awesome.
So if anybody's listening, wants to join the group, definitely feel free to jump in there. And, it's good if you need help, and it's good if you want to help others. So it goes both ways.
Right. Exactly.
I wanted to ask, how can specifically, how can people get involved if they have never done anything for Project White Butterfly before? Like, what's a good starting point for someone that wants to jump in but doesn't know what to do?
Yeah, so a really good, easy way for anyone, anywhere to get involved is to start writing some encouraging little messages that we can stick inside of our card. Like I said, these are just messages that say, it could be as simple as, this is the sign you've been praying for, take a step forward in your journey. I've written some that get kind of in depth, like saying that I've been through addiction. I know I can relate to the feelings, stuff like that. But yeah, they can just start writing these notes, get a stack of them together, and then pop them in the mail. We have a mailing address. It is 7452 Broadview Road, Box 148, Parma, Ohio, 44134. So if you just mail those to us, we can stick those inside the cards that we put out in the community. Also, if you would like to make cards, I can send out card materials. If you're in Cuyahoga County, I can come and meet you and give you some materials to make up some of our cards. And then either you can hang them up in the community or send them back to us and we'll hang them up in the community. So those are two really basic, simple ways. I mean, like I said, that's the heart of our mission is these cards, and you can get involved in making those. You can also follow us on our Facebook page. Like you said, you know, it works both ways. If you know of services that are helpful for those in recovery or those who may need some mental health support, share those resources on our Facebook page or the Facebook group Butterfly Support. Let's see, what else? You know, during COVID, things have been a little funny. We have not been, COVID and winter is like a 1-2 punch, right? We can't really do outreach like we were doing last summer. So I have been reaching out to organizations who are handing out food donations, so to include our information in the food donation bags. So again, this is all about networking, all about, you know, just recognizing the need for support for individuals with substance use disorder. And, you know, there's a lot of organizations that indirectly reach those individuals. So if you feel that you might have a, you know, at-risk clientele somewhere, let us know, and we would love to get information out to you so that, you know, you can just start getting the word out there for people. So those are what, three ways you can get involved.
Yeah, you can jump in anywhere, right?
Yeah.
Do you have any projects that you're working on now that you would like to talk about?
So right now, like I said, we have just started up a partnership with the Woodrow Project, which is so exciting. The director of the Woodrow Project, Erin Helms, approached me last year and said, you know, there's this opportunity. I think it would be great for Project White Butterfly. It would allow you to dedicate all of your time. So we are just getting our feet on the ground to really establish our name as an active organization in the community. Before, I was doing this part-time, like after work, taking care of 3 toddlers. And, you know, I put as much effort as I could into it when I had the energy. But now this is like full-time rolling the ball. So coming up this year, we're hoping to do a lot of community outreach, just being present in the community with people and offering harm reduction services. We'll have Narcan, we'll have fentanyl testing strips. Again, we'll offer peer support to people who need to talk to us. So right now we're just laying the foundation, making those connections with people where we will be setting up during the summer. And then we will also be having monthly, maybe bi-monthly community education on substance use disorder. So just to help reduce the stigma, you know, create a compassionate understanding and providing people some ideas and resources if they want to help support this group of individuals. So we will keep our Facebook page updated with all of that stuff. Thrive is amazing at sharing all of these things and keeping people in the loop with stuff. So as soon as we get some like official dates on the books, we are happy to share it. Right now, I can share that we are at B. Riley Drop-In Center every Thursday from 3 to 5. And same thing, we have the cards that you can come help make. You can come sit and just talk. You can hang out. You can get Narcan, you know, harm reduction supplies, stuff like that. And we hope to get in more centers and more places on a consistent basis like that so that our presence in the community will be very consistent for people.
That's amazing. Congratulations on
Thank
all.
you.
That is just amazing. People can get help from, you know, any point throughout their journey, no matter where they're at, you know, no matter where you're at. You guys heard it. So I'll put the group link in the notes, the page in the notes, the mailing address in the notes. So if any of you guys are watching,
that would be great.
And you guys want to get involved, definitely feel free to jump right in, you know, jump into the page, get in the group, and you know, start moving.
Yeah.
Is there any
absolutely.
other things that you wanted to talk about or share?
No, I just, you know, I was talking to a friend yesterday and I said, you know, Cleveland is so full of resources to support individuals, you know, with addiction. And when I was starting out, I was like, do we really need to add one more thing? Like, this is just another drop in the bucket. But this is like a feet on the street thing. There's a lot of
Mm-hmm.
organizations who I I am so grateful to know of so many organizations that are working to help individuals with substance use disorder. But, a lot of these organizations have people working based on research and data, and they haven't had the lived experience. So, you know, having been through it myself, a lot of our supporters have been through active use, still having connections with people in active use. This is a movement and a project for people. It's not about the numbers, it's not about the data, it's about saving lives and connecting with people on a genuine, caring, concerned basis. And I think that's what sets us apart from some of these other organizations. There's so much help out there, it's overwhelming. But to have
Mm-hmm.
something comfortable and approachable, I hope that individuals will see that is our goal, to keep things very personal. So, I want to just say thank you for all of the support we've had since our beginning in 2019. And, I am always happy to network and talk to anyone and, bring these services, make them available in other avenues. I am open to suggestions. I'm the feet on the street. You give me the ideas, I'll put it in motion. So, I welcome feedback from anyone, anytime, any place. So just keep in contact with us. We're very active.
Thank you so much, Sarah. I really appreciate all your time
Absolutely.
today.
Thank you,
Um,
Ashley. I'm so glad we finally got to do this.
Me too. I'm so excited just to continue to watch, Project White Butterfly grow and just be supportive. And it's, I think you said it well. It's different when you have people with lived experience doing the work, and
Right.
that just adds a different element to, the whole level continuum of care. Um, what about, do you have any more of these shirts available?
We do, actually. We have more of the shirts available.
I can see
So
Project White Butterfly.
again, being a nonprofit, we run off of donations and grants. So we do have more shirts available. I will have those out in the community with us. The shirts are $15 a piece. And any, financial support we get that we raise with those t-shirts and other things that we may have for sale. Like I've done some auctions and stuff. I have a friend who she makes this beautiful pottery and she donates a lot of things for us to auction off. Any of those funds that we get, it goes directly back to printing cards that we hang up throughout the community, or this past Christmas we donated Christmas dinner and gift bags to 70 individuals at Stella Maris. So we're giving back. All of this money goes right back to the community, just to show that we are there, show that we support. And it's just, there's many things in the works. We will be having some fundraisers this summer that will, it's great that we've been able to do Christmas the last 2 years for treatment centers, but I would like to be doing more consistently. So there's more things coming along that route too.
So one more question. What
Mhm.
if folks want to donate? How can they
So if folks
donate?
want to, I'm so glad you asked, because here's the thing, I almost forgot. We have a brand new website. You guys, that was not set up. That was just, I just responded really corny. So we have a website. My friend Marcus has been working on this with me for a little while now, and we've really made it a point to get this up and running. So you can visit our website at www.projectwhitebutterfly.org. And there is a page right on there that has a link for PayPal. You can donate via PayPal. We also have a Venmo account, but like I said, it's easiest just to go through the website. There's also a little form on that website that you can fill out if you would like to get more information, if you would like to request a card kit. That will come directly to my email, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible on that. The website tells a little more, obviously, about what we do, what we have done over the last year. It's been a year and a half now, so it's like unbelievable to me. So yeah, check out our new website. It's up and running, and today's the day to announce that. So I'm so glad you said that, Ashley, because I literally forgot about it.
I'm like, yeah, how should I? Yeah, let's do that.
That was a good one. That was good.
I'll definitely put that in the notes too. I mean, you guys, if I know that, Project White Butterfly has so many followers, and it's just so amazing to see how it started. I remember my friend sending me a link to the Project White Butterfly page when it was new. And I'm like, oh my God, what is this? This is incredible. And I would have never thought we would be here today.
No,
You know,
never,
I could have
never.
never predicted like just a little simple page and then becoming friends with with the woman who runs the page and owns
Right.
it. And it's like, now,
I know.
you're doing outreach, you're doing harm reduction, you've got literally, you run a very active Facebook group. That's like a full-time job in itself. That's amazing. It's just
Yeah.
amazing to see the growth, and it definitely snowballed, and there's no way we could have predicted we would ever be landing in this position.
Right, right. And I love it. That's part of the process too. Like when you and I started out, we were doing totally different things than we're doing now, but because there is so much support in the Cleveland area, and there's just so many resources. I mean, I feel like being in recovery, I have a friend who always says, I owe. Like, I got sober, someone had their hand out, there were the resources there for me. So I owe to give that back to somebody else and to be there for them. And it is. I mean, it's a passion, and it just, the work doesn't feel like work. Sometimes it gets overwhelming. There's a lot to be done. But we're in it and doing it. And like, there is nothing more rewarding than getting that phone call from somebody saying, I'm ready to go to detox, or, a message from somebody that says, I found one of your cards and it really sat me down and got me thinking about things. And, like some people are like, oh, it's just a little card, what difference does that make? Well, I've gotten a lot of messages from people who have found these cards just randomly, and they're like, that note really got to me, or I called this detox place, and I went through detox, and I just want to say thank you for putting that out there. So it makes a difference. Absolutely.
It's a ripple effect. One small
Mm-hmm.
thing turns into something else, and sometimes, that's what it takes, is a small message that can fit on a note card. That's all we
Right.
need.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
well, thank you, Sweet Pea, for guest
Yeah, Sweet Pea, you
hosting.
were so good. She was so good.
Oh my
Ashley was
goodness,
Ashley was worried she was going to be whining and crying, but she did so
yeah,
good.
she did really good. You did so good, girl. Okay, no more.
Oh.
Well, thank you, Sarah. I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you,
Thank you
Ashley.
for
I
coming on the
appreciate your
show.
support.
Thank you. I'll list everything in the notes, and so everyone watching can follow along and check out the new website. It's going to be
Yeah.
exciting. And all
Perfect.
right, thanks, guys,
All
and
right. Thank you. Happy Friday, everybody.
happy Friday. Have a great weekend.
Bye-bye.